I'm telling you, there's simply no reason for the app's GPS to stop working whenever I'm on a call. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with the coding. Yes, please let me know. Thanks.
Is this about what happened yesterday?
Stupid, right? I drive to the pickup location, the customer's not there. What do? Call the customer, right? Every time I call the customer, the GPS goes haywire.
Let me guess. The customer gets impatient and cancels.
Happened multiple times yesterday. Must be some bug with the latest software update.
Sounds super annoying.
That's not all. They have this so-called heat map. They're supposed to tell you where there's a higher density of customers. But guess what? Every time I drive to their hot zone, it turns green.
Every time? Come on, Dad. You're exaggerating.
I swear, okay? There's something wrong somewhere with the analytics or something. I guess they will feed back to their technical team.
I'm sorry Flag is so sucky. I never knew the app was so problematic.
Well, pays the bills, so.
Don't ask me. I haven't seen her all morning.
Sorry I'm late. There was a massive accident that was backed all the way to...
Hey, in future, if you're going to be this late, you're better off taking a half day, all right? Have you at least checked your emails?
I just got out the train and my email hasn't synced properly.
Okay, great. Any other excuses for the day?
Sorry, I'll get right to it.
Zara.
You know, in all the time that I've been working here, this is the first time ever that I'm late, okay?
Bad luck, I guess.
It's just not fair. People like you only seem to take notice when I screw up.
You know, there's an easy solution to that.
What?
Don't.
Good morning. Here.
I'm already 2 cups of coffee in. But what the hell?
You up late working, or,
I feel like I haven't gotten much sleep, I guess.
Huh.
Getting these crazy dreams.
About what?
You know you don't have to get me breakfast every day. Eunice isn't even in to see you do it.
I just figured we could keep up appearances. You know, for the benefit of the other staff, too. Here.
Are these pastries from that new French bakery down the road? That's a 2-hour queue. Please tell me you didn't actually wait.
Oh, no. What? You think I would wait in line for 2 hours? Me? No.
Of course not. Maybe we should talk about when we're gonna tell Derek and Eunice, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That all of this is just an act.
Yeah. We should definitely talk about that. Yeah.
We can get our influencers to host chat rooms where they address their followers on a range of topics.
How's that any different from a regular live stream?
Exclusivity. I mean, if we have it invite only, that creates hype and it helps promote our influencers as thought leaders.
Sorry. Our influencers may be good at posing for pretty pictures, but I would hardly describe them as thought leaders. Would their followers even care?
It adds an additional layer of engagement between them and their followers.
What's the point of engagement for engagement's sake? What happened to the bootcamp idea? I thought that had potential. Getting our influencers to learn how to do their job better will pay more dividends in the long run.
We have decided to move forward with Sherman's chat room proposal.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna need a lot more convincing.
Guess what? You're just in time for her post-lunch poop.
Now you forget that as a doctor, I've dealt with much worse than a newborn's poop. For example, a ruptured appendix.
You can stop right there, thank you very much.
How's nursing been?
Still kind of tricky.
Well, the good news is the jaundice is subsiding a little. Don't worry, you're doing great.
That's because you didn't see me an hour ago when I wanted to poop but don't want it to feed.
No, that's tricky.
On the plus side, I've become quite the multitasker.
Did Yo tell you why she dropped the bootcamp idea?
I guess it just Wasn't up to scratch.
Well, what was the problem exactly? Like I said earlier, I thought it had good potential.
I guess I just didn't pull it off in execution.
Zara, it's not all on you. Sure, it may have been your idea, but the development of it should have been a collaborative effort with the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Did they leave it all to you? Did you try to get them involved?
Well, the bottom line is, it's all my fault, and I just shouldn't have pitched it. All right?
Guess what? It turns out Ria has decided to renew her contract with us.
What? How?
I don't know. Yok must have made her an offer she couldn't refuse.
But we never could have matched the offer she received.
Maybe Yok is just extremely persuasive.
You see? The heat map changed again.
Yeah.
Huh?
Never mind. You still have time for your tau hui. Try that again later.
I'll work on my own ride-hailing app, is what I'll do. Hey, at lunch?
I'm having croissants.
Wasn't that breakfast?
James bought like a whole lot of them, and they're insanely good.
Don't sell out for a bunch of croissants.
What?
A word of advice. As my mother would say, James is sowing his wild oats.
Sewing what?
Since Emily left, James has been tomcatting around.
Tomcatting. There was just that one, Marie.
And you're number 2. Focus on Charles, okay? Charles is the one who really needs you now.
Yes, he needs me so much that he's completely shut me out. Doesn't matter how much crap I have to go through just to try to get him out of that cell.
Hey, I gotta go. I finally got a fare. Okay, I'll see you at home. Bye.
Thanks for lunch.
Trust me, you're doing me a favor. Otherwise, I'll be eating this again for dinner.
I always wonder why confinement food has so much ginger in it.
Well, it's to get rid of excess wind, I guess. Or at least that's what Miwan tells me. That's my cue. Okay, come. Oh, she's not ledging properly.
Maybe I can help?
Be my guest.
Right. Okay, why don't you try this? Like this. Move her head a little. Make sure her mouth is open to its widest point. And there we go. See? Easy. How does it feel?
Much better. Thanks, Yang.
Oh, best get going. I'll see more of you soon. I'll see you soon more. Okay, I'm not making sense. I gotta go. Bye.
Yes, that is correct. Ria has signed a new contract with us.
I was wondering if she would be assigned to me because you mentioned previously that if she did renew her contract.
Yeah, I recall what I said. Actually, I think someone else will be her manager.
Can I ask why? Is it because I didn't manage to convince her to sign with us, or you don't think that I can do it because of how I handled things with Nina and Helen?
Actually, it wasn't my call. Ria specifically asked for someone else on the team.
Okay, did she say why?
Okay, look, I'm sure it's nothing personal.
Is that what she said?
Maybe it was just a vibe that she got after your meeting with her.
What's wrong with my vibe?
At the end of the day, you've already got your hands full managing Handsome and other projects. Ask yourself, would you be able to cope if you had to manage Ria as well? I didn't think so. If there's nothing else, didn't you have a shoot to get to?
James and Ananya have been an item for at least a week, and yet she hasn't called off her engagement to Charles.
What difference does it make? Charles is rotting in prison. I highly doubt he's up to date with the latest gossip.
Who cares about Charles? It will make a difference to James. It signifies a clean break away from the Kwans. The alliance with the Kwans has brought nothing but misery and embarrassment.
Ironic, isn't it? James gave up the chance to be with Ananya all those years ago just so he could inflict the Kwans upon the family. And worse, the company.
Doesn't it make for a more convincing story that James has finally circled back to his true love.
You think that just because he's finally got the girl, he'll happily forgive and forget everything we put him through?
At least he'll be happy.
Let's get real, Eunice. You only want him to be happy when it suits you.
My point is, Derek, James and Ananya have been dancing around each other for years and years. It's high time they make it official.
Come down and support handsome boss Southway sister business. Come to Everyday Soy and try our healthy, tasty straw-based snacks. Zara, is it okay?
Great.
How's the shoot?
Handsome's just doing a short promo for Everyday Soy.
Wait, isn't he supposed to be promoting the All Good Juice Cleanse package?
Yes, as a matter of fact...
Hey, Zara, I know Handsome is a good friend, but promoting his own business can be done at his own time. And certainly without making use of KSUH resources.
Look, if you would just let me finish, you would know that we're already done with the All Good promo and Handsome's just trying to weave in another shout-out for All Good with something for Everyday Soy.
Okay, but...
I don't know. It's like you just don't trust me or something. Is that why you feel the need to check up on me and monitor what time I get into the office?
Okay, let me stop you right there. The only reason why I'm giving you additional supervision is because you've shown me that you need it. And for the record, I did not come here to check up on you.
Ugh, you're such a micromanager.
Stop it! Stop fighting!
Handsome, I'm sorry that you have to see this. Zara, this conversation is not over.
Hey, chill. I can hear you all the way from All Good.
I don't know what's her problem. Working for Yoke is just really starting to suck. I can never do anything right by her.
If you're having difficulties, you can talk through it with her.
Who says I'm having difficulties? And why would you assume that? If she's the problem, nothing's ever good enough.
But Yoke is a reasonable person.
You know, of course you're gonna side a good friend, right? You know what? Just forget it, okay? I have work to do. Handsome, from the top.
I was having some major issues with latching since last night, but Dr. Shen came over and gave me some really helpful tips.
You should have told me. I can also help you.
It's okay, you're busy.
If anything, you can call me, no problem. No need that Dr. Shen.
He's really not as bad as you think.
Actually, I thought he is an okay guy. But after I read about him making use of you as the sugar baby client, my impression of him totally changed.
Okay, it's time to correct that misconception. It's not his fault.
Means what?
He wanted to be with Yoke. He was committed to her, but I was jealous of Yoke and her life. So I manipulated Shen to steal him away from Yoke. Are you disappointed in me?
You like him, right? I know you were not happy with Yoke at that time. But I believe if you didn't like Dr. Shen, you wouldn't have stolen him from her.
I did. I really liked him. But I hurt him and Yoke, and I really regret it.
It's a long time ago. The important thing is, now you choose the right man. A good man, Adam.
All right. Let's hear both sides of the story.
I dropped by to see how the shoot was going, and Zara got offended.
Yeah? Well, how would you feel if you had your manager scrutinizing everything that you do?
Zara, I do that because I care about your performance. If you haven't already figured out, you haven't been doing your best work lately.
How am I supposed to perform if you're constantly breathing down my neck?
Okay. I think I see what's going on here.
Yoke basically hasn't trusted me with a single thing since things blew up between Helen and Dina.
That is not true. I have been handing you plenty of opportunities in spite of that.
You see what I mean? She went behind my back to negotiate a new contract with Ria, even though she knew that was my responsibility.
Wait, you've got it all wrong. Ria was the one who came to me. And only because negotiations with the other side fell through. And when she signed with us, I assigned another manager because you didn't seem very keen on her.
That's not...
Wait, Zara, I'm not done. Listen, I have given you opportunities. Left, right, and center, just waiting for you to prove yourself. But the only thing that you have shown me is 1, you can't take criticism. 2, you don't seem to be coping very well with the little that you have on your plate.
Zara, do you have anything to say in response?
while.
Yeah, you know what, Marie? I'm sorry. I don't think we should meet anymore.
What? I thought we had a good thing going.
I'm telling you, there's no point in the two of you continuing to drag your feet about this.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Make it official. Call off your engagement to Charles.
Eunice.
He is nothing but a liability to the company these days anyway.
Eunice, did you really come all the way here just for this? Because I have actual work to do, so if you don't...
It makes no sense to keep up the charade anyway, since you and James are together.
You know what? Eunice, why don't you take this down just in case you forget? I am never breaking up with Charles, okay? Now, I don't know what sinister plans you have in store for your precious son, but I want nothing to do with them.
That's right. This thing that Ananya and I are doing, it's all an act. So, sorry to get your hopes up.
What?
We've had just about enough of your manipulations, Mom. So stop meddling in trying to push your agenda on us. It's not gonna happen. Ananya and I are long over.
Why must everything in my life always be so freaking difficult? It's just not fair. I mean, what did I ever do to deserve this?
You need to stop blaming everybody around you for things that go wrong in your life.
What?
It's your life, right? You are in control. If you're not happy with something, then do something about it.
You're right. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this. Should just quit healer.
Wow, great idea. How does that saying go? When the going gets tough, just quit? Is that it?
Look, you don't understand, okay? Everyone in the team has it out for me. Sherman, Yoke.
If you have a problem with everyone, then maybe you are the problem, Zara.
Sure. You don't have to be so mean.
What would you have me say, Rose? Everything's going to be okay? It's not your fault? This is the real world, Zara. You either have to ship up or ship out.
Well, I guess it's time for me to ship out then.
Is she going around telling the entire world that?
I sense you disagree.
I have been very patient with her, but the girl just cannot take constructive criticism. She takes every damn thing personally.
Could it be the way that you're giving the criticism, or...?
Come on. We're both on the same team. We want the same thing. We want Hila to flourish. When I give her feedback, I'm not judging her, I'm judging her ideas. Isn't that fair?
I totally get that. And perhaps Zara could afford to reframe her thinking a little. But Ella's recent delivery also brought up a barrage of difficult memories for her. So there's that.
Look, I'm sympathetic to that. I am. I am. But that just means that she needs to learn how to deal with her personal issues without it affecting her work.
I feel bad. I just wanted to put Eunice in her place, you know? I didn't mean for James to hear it.
So, you do have feelings for him?
Well, I'm not saying that I have absolutely no feelings for him.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
What I will say is that I might not say that I do have feelings for him either.
I'm going to assume your answer to my question was a yes.
Yeah, so what if it was? It's not like anything's ever gonna happen. Not now, not ever, probably.
It's for the best. Good to let him know there's zero hope. Not now, not ever.
Yeah, I guess.
How did you like Zara's bootcamp idea? Not to brag, but I played a key role as a sounding board during our brainstorm.
Well, Julius, it was perfectly on her side. Let's just say I expected more from her and I just didn't see much passion in her proposal.
Really? She had me all excited about the engagement ring.
The what?
Pitting influencers against each other to learn about engagement-boosting strategies. I really like that one.
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Wasn't it all a proposal? I mean, the whole point of the bootcamp was for our influencers to level up their skills so they can help stretch our marketing dollar. No?
Yeah, I've had about roughly a fare per hour for the last 5 hours, but the daily total still shows $20. You're kidding, right? So after commission, I have to pay fuel surcharge, platform fee, analytics. Your stupid analytics and heat map don't even work properly.
What are you doing back here? I spoke to Julius. He told me about the ideas you've had for the influencer bootcamp. Those were really good. Why didn't those make it to the proposal you submitted?
I don't know, I guess I thought those were too ambitious.
Zara, I told you I needed fresh ideas. Okay, I'll be the one to decide if something is too ambitious, all right? So why don't you send me your initial draft? If it is remotely doable, let's go for it. I'll put you in charge of the execution.
Sorry, but since there will be a lot riding on this, I don't think I should be put in charge.
Isn't this what you want? Ownership, responsibility.
I'll just be dragging the team down. I've been doing some thinking and I've decided that I don't think healer is for me.
I'm sorry you feel this way.
Thanks for the opportunity.
So won't you save me from myself? I build these walls and I can
See you tonight. I'm not free.
Wait, you don't even know what it's for.
Tell me about it before I trip over my feet in excitement.
It's dinner with Adam.
Count me out.
Wait! It's this new place he wants to try. El Papagayo. Anyway, they are sending a concierge delivery service over here. It's only for VVIPs.
I suggested that place last week and you sniffed at it.
I don't recall.
And I recall being busy.
Look, you still have to eat, don't you? Anyway, Matthew is still out of town, so just join us.
Maybe I'd rather join Derek.
Don't be such a spoil sport.